Hello students, hope you are enjoying all my videos. Dear children, in the previous class we had started a new lesson number 26, active and passive voice. Let's move on to the second part. Dear children, in the first part you learned about subject, object and the action word. You also learned how to identify active and passive voice. So now dear children, in this video we are going to learn how to change an active voice to passive voice. So before that, let's remember, when the subject is placed before the verb, it is called active voice. Yes, so subject is the doer of an action. So when the doer of an action comes before the verb, then that sentence is said to be active voice. But when the object is placed before the verb, object means the receiver of the action. So when the receiver of the action is placed before the verb, then it is called passive voice. Okay? So what is the formula for active voice? What is the structure of the sentence? You will get subject plus action plus object. S plus V plus O. For example, Mihir repaired the scooter. Who did the action? Mihir. So Mihir is the subject. What was repaired? The scooter. So doer of the action is Mihir and the receiver of the action is the scooter. Next, passive voice. What is the structure? You will get object first, then action and then the subject, because object means the receiver of the action. So O plus a helping verb plus V3 plus by plus S. Dear children, here always remember, you will get the verb you have to change the verb in past participle form of the verb. So V3 means past participle form. You already have learned about past participle in tenses lesson. You can refer your textbook for past participle. Then you also have to add a preposition by before the subject. So these two changes are there here. So the sentence, the scooter was repaired by Mihir. The scooter is the receiver and Mihir is the doer of the action. So here is a rule table. In this video we are going to talk only about the simple tense. Okay. So simple present, the structure will be subject plus present form of the verb plus object. So when you change it into passive voice, you have to interchange the subject and the object. The object will come in the subject's place and the subject will go to object's place. And in between, because the sentence is in the present tense, so you will use helping verb is, are, am, and the action word will change into past participle form of the word, and then you have to add the preposition by. Okay, so the structure will be object plus is, are, am plus V3 plus by plus subject. If the sentence is in the past tense, so in active voice the structure will be subject plus the past form of the verb plus object. So when you change it into passive voice, it will become object plus the helping verb, because the sentence is in past tense, so you will use the helping verb was, were, and the past participle form of the verb plus by plus subject. When the sentence is in the future tense, simple future tense, the structure will be subject plus shall or will plus the present form of the verb plus object. When you change the future tense into passive voice, the structure will be object plus shall or will plus be. You have to add this word be plus past participle form of the verb plus by plus subject. So dear children, if you see, Past participle form of the verb is very important. If you do not know the past participle form of the verb, then this exercises or solving of the exercises will be wrong. Your sentence will become wrong. So before doing this chapter, please learn your past participle form of the verb. We have taken a verb write. In simple present, you will get write or writes. So it will be changed into is, are, am, written. If the sentence is in past, you will get the verb wrote. So wrote will be changed into was or were written. Simple future, you will get the helping verb shall or will write. So you will change into shall or will be written. Okay, so write, the past participle form is written. So let's move on. You have to remember the basic 5 steps before changing your active voice into passive voice. So first step is identify. Second, swap. Third, convert. Add and add a preposition. These are the 5 steps. Dear children, draw this diagram in your grammar notebook. So what you have to identify? Identify the subject, object and the verb in the given sentence. Swap. Swap means to interchange. Interchange the subject to object and object to subject. Then you have to convert your verb into past participle form of the verb. Add. Add what? A helping verb. If it is a present tense, you have to use is, are, am. If it is a past tense, then you have to use was, were. And if it is future tense, you have to add shall be or will be. And the last, you have to add a preposition by before the subject. Dear children, remember these 5 steps. You will never ever go wrong. Identify, swap, convert, add a preposition. Yes, children? So while changing a subject to object, dear children, you will not always get a noun in the subject. Sometimes you will get pronoun. Okay? Pronouns are I, he, she, it. So when the subject is a pronoun, so I will change into me. When in the subject you get I and it becomes an object, you have to change that I to me. When you get he, you have to change into him. When you get she, you have to change into her. When you get we, you have to change into us. They will be changed into them. Please remember this whenever you get a pronoun. Noun, no problem. But when it is a pronoun, you have to make this change. So let's take a sentence. One more. You have to add a proper helping verb of to be before the main verb that we have already explained. To be form, that is present tense you will use is, are, am. Past tense you will use was, were. Future tense you will use will be or shall be. If you get have, then you have to use has or have in present tense, had in past tense, will have or shall have in future tense. Example. Now, active voice. The sentence is the boy throws the ball. So what was the first step? Okay. Remember the structure. Object plus helping verb plus past participle form of the verb plus by plus subject. So first step, identify. Identify the subject. Boy is a subject. Throws is a verb. The ball is a object. Second step, swap. Swap the object and the subject. So, dear children, The ball will come before and the boy will go behind. Next is convert. Convert the verb to past participle form. So throws will become thrown. Add a helping verb as the sentence is in the present tense. So you have to see the object. So object, the ball is one, so you will use is. If the object was many, you would have written are. Okay, so here the ball is singular, so we are using the helping verb is. So the ball is thrown the boy. Now here something is missing. Yes, you have to add a preposition by. The ball is thrown by the boy. So what is the passive voice? The ball is thrown by the boy. Isn't it is easy? Yes, it is easy. But you have to remember these 5 steps. Identify, swap, convert, add a preposition. Okay? In this video, we are going to concentrate only on simple present tense. Okay, so we will solve the first 2 exercises of simple present tense. Active voice, what is the structure? Subject plus present form of the verb plus object. You have to change it into passive. It will become object plus is or am plus past participle form of the verb plus by plus subject. So let's do the exercise. Exercise 2, fill in the blanks with passive form of simple present tense. Dear children, you are getting a blanks which are already in the passive form. You only have to change the verb, that is the action word. That is, you have to add the helping verb and the past participle form of the verb. The first sentence, all credit cards dash here. The verb is accept and the sentence is in the present tense. So which helping verb you will use? All credit cards. Our cards are in plural form. So you will use are. And what is the past participle form of the verb of accept? Accepted. So the sentence will be all credit cards are accepted here. Okay. Next sentence, English dash all over the word. The verb is speak. So English is taken as one subject. So which helping verb you will use? Is. And what is the past participle form of speak? Spoken. So English is spoken all over the world. Assam tea dash to many countries. Export. Assam tea here is taken as one subject. So Assam tea is exported to many countries. Next, you dash to keep quiet. Bracket advise. Which helping verb you will use after you? Yes, are. And what is the past participle form of advise? Advised. You are advised to keep quiet. Dear children, I have solved some of the sentences. Try to solve yourself the rest of the sentence. Let's move on to the next exercise. Rewrite these sentences using passive voice. Now you have to change the whole active voice to passive voice. So first sentence, an accountant checks the bills. So first step is identify. So let's identify. An accountant is subject, check is verb, the bills is the object. So swap. Second step is swap. Swap the subject and the object. The bills will go in the front and an accountant will come at the back. Yes. So how it will be? The bills are checked by an accountant. Okay. Remember the 5 steps, dear children. Next, most of the girls like Prerna. Most of the girls, subject, like, verb, Prerna, object. What is the past participle form of like? Liked. Okay. So prerna is the object, prerna is one, so you will use the helping verb is. So prerna is liked by most of the girls. Next, these children do not disturb me. Now dear children, the object is me. Just like I said, when you get I in the subject, you will change into me. Now here the object is me, so when me goes to the subject, it will become I. Okay? So I am not disturbed by these children. Next sentence. We do not waste water. Again you get a pronoun in the subject. Yes? We. We is a subject. Waste is verb. Water is the object. So now when you get a pronoun in the subject, you have to change it into us. Very good. So the sentence will be, water is not wasted by us. Dear children, there are very few rules. You just keep all these rules in your mind, then you will never get wrong. Practice more sentences. Automatically all the rules will be remembered by you. Some of the sentences I have solved. I really hope you will solve rest of the sentence by yourself. Go through the first part and the second part. Write all the rules in your grammar notebook. Try to solve the sentences. Okay? Goodbye. Thank you. I will be back in the next video with the rest of the activities. Okay?